like this.
All right, guys, I'm so excited to have you back on our show. This is the Divorce Proof Club, the after party, okay?
Woo woo.
Yeah. So you know what? One thing that I really want to say is I know y'all been in Costa Rica, and I know that you guys have been having a ball without me. But you dealt with couples in Costa Rica, so we're going to talk about that tonight. My name is Kenya K. Stevens. I run the Progressive Love Academy, and I know that I'm the best love coach on the planet. I run Divorce Proof Club. I stop divorces. And this is one of our couples, Orlando and Jamila. They're going to be here with us tonight. Get y'all a sip of wine. Get y'all some tea. Whatever you want to do. If you don't drink, get some tea. Because we're going to show you how to move from vent to process to ownership in the up-level system. I teach couples how to communicate, and this is one of the steps on that journey. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to go ahead and get started. I love it. I think I missed my calling as a radio DJ, y'all.
You might have. It sounds real like late night radio
I
right
know.
now.
I just love it. It's like so 1980s radio. Remember that? Like they would do those slow jams at night.
Or the dedications. Hi, this is Milah, and I want to dedicate the next song to my man, Orlando. He'll be home from prison next year.
So boring now because nowhere can you hear somebody talking with the music, bringing it in and out,
94.7 The Wave.
Oh, I'll try to listen to that. Y'all in Cali, though. I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, welcome. I know you're still in beautiful Costa Rica. How is it out there?
It's been amazing. It's a nervous system reset. We're just, collecting ourselves before we have to come back to the crazy ass United States. But it's been really beautiful to be in container and to be chilling with other lovers and just outside of the noise.
You look so mellow. You really do.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I never seen Orlando just let his hair out and got his dashiki on. He look good now. And you too. You got your dashiki wrap and all. Did you find those things in Costa Rica?
No, I had this stuff.
No, this was gifted to me from a friend that was in Costa Rica, so I feel like it was already.
He got his moo on. Everybody got the moo on, chop.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, tonight you're in Costa Rica. You're going to learn to take ownership. This is so island vibe. This is when y'all are high vibe. You're no longer venting. You've already processed. And now it's time to come back to your partner and take some ownership. This is going to totally replace apologies. Do y'all use apologies in your relationship right now?
Yeah.
Okay. No problem. No problem. I'm going to show you something that feels better than an apology.
Okay.
And so that's up-level ownership. I'm going to share my screen. You guys were in Costa Rica last week doing your workshop, so you weren't there. I get to show you how to do up-level ownership tonight here at the after party. So I love flyers, and I love logos, and I love everything neat and pretty. So here we are with the neat and pretty up-level ownership. This is step 3 of the up-level system. So I'm going to, for everybody, I know you guys already know this, but for everybody watching tonight, hi, everybody who's watching. I'm going to come over and look at the comments in just a second. But let me show y'all something. When I say that they have been moving in this course, they have been moving. When I say they're moving up a ladder, a stairway to heaven, communication can be a stairway to heaven. Jamila, I don't think anybody believes that because they think of communication as like, no, it's going to be terrible. It's not a stairway to heaven. But can y'all just give a testimony on that?
I think we just generally in life and our societies have been so conditioned to avoid conflict and to think that conflict is immediately leading to probably just permanent separation or termination from the relationship. So just in general, people, including myself, this has been difficult for me. And I think just in my relationship, but overall in general, just avoiding conflict, thinking that that is actually protecting the relationship when in fact it's doing the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I,
What has been difficult for you before you speak on that, Orlando?
Um, I just think what's difficult is I think that I've just lived in the under the guise that like if I say this thing, it's going to cause such a big conflict that I'm gonna curse a bitch out, and then it's going to be a whole thing. She's going to say the wrong thing, and then I'm gonna have to cut her off. This person's dumb. They don't get it, and because of that, I'm gonna just avoid having the conversation or have it very minimally.
Mhm.
And if they don't agree with me or if it doesn't go the way that I want, then I'm going to remove the person from my close friend circle.
Right. Blocked. Blocked. Everybody like to say you blocked. So that's not a path to unity. Orlando, what were you going to say, baby?
I was gonna say that actually speaking is how you keep the peace. Usually, when people want to negotiate or be peaceful, they come together and they talk it out or communicate in some type of way. So I've had to see like speaking as a way of like how you keep the peace because I've realized that not speaking, I've run into more issues or the issue got even worse. So for me, I just like realized that if I'm not speaking to you, that's when I want conflict. That's when I want war. I don't want to talk anymore. I want to be aggressive now. But as long as I am talking to you, that's my way of showing you that I love you enough or I have a kind of relationship with you that I want to keep conflict out. So I'm going to
Yes.
keep talking to you because I want it to stay in a peaceful and have a peaceful negotiative type of relationship.
Thank you so much. But see, you can easily say that, Orlando, because you have up level and your lady's going to be in container. A lot of men say, I don't want to talk because she's going to overtalk me. She's going to fucking start yelling. Then I'm going to feel like I need to buck up, you know? So they have legitimate reasons, but they don't have up level. Like, so they don't have a way to contain their partner. Do you agree with that? Do men get scared about talking to women because of that?
That was literally my life before up level. Not just having the time of like peace and quiet where I could just like get things off and then having somebody be like, okay, how can I like make you feel better after that? Like those are the two main things. It was like not being heard and somebody not caring enough to like actually understand and be empathetic to what I'm saying.
Yes. For those of you who don't know, you can check my Instagram at Progressive Love Academy. I talk about these containers. I talk about these things in my videos. And sometimes Orlando and Jamila, I feel like people think I'm speaking Chinese because they're like, what does that mean? What do you mean, a container? But he's telling you that using containers has made it such that he's willing to talk to his woman. So please get over there, check out the videos, get the up level communication book. But yeah, it works, right, guys?
Mhm.
Yes.
Have y'all used it on the trip yet?
Yeah.
Okay, what was the situation?
Okay. Go ahead.
No. You
Don't
the
do
one that
that.
meant it. You say it.
It's kind of
Just give us a brief, like just 2 seconds of it.
okay. It's kind of silly. I was talking about having a birthday foursome with some friends. And then I proposed the idea to the friends. And then later I was having second thoughts because I really overthink things. And then I told Orlando, I shouldn't have said that. And and then he wasn't really listening to me. And then I said, I need you to soothe me. And then he said, how do you need to be soothed? And I said, I need to be reassured that if this happens, nothing's going to change within the dynamics of the friendship. I don't have anything to worry about. Um, and he told me the things, and then I asked for a hug. And then today he made fun of me for needing to be soothed through that, which I didn't really love. But, here we are.
That's good. Now you could have vented about him making fun of you. Did she set up a container when she first vented about it?
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, actually, all right. So it started off as like her venting, but
Yeah.
then I saw like how it was. We were in a peaceful space, just like laying down in bed and chilling. So it was relaxed. I wasn't doing anything. So when she started, I saw us like going into like the container mode, and so like I kind of like snapped into it and give her my focus because I felt it like it was there, like we were in container. already.
Okay.
Yeah. But so yes,
Okay.
essentially yes.
So you're starting to take off the training wheels because you will not always need to set up a container. When your partner vent, you know they vent. You
Yeah.
would just say, "Well, thank you for shit." Yeah.
That's the other thing. I can realize when she's getting into a mode of venting and then looking at her and going, okay, I see where you're going with this. Just let me know what level you're at before you go even further, or just like things like that. But I can feel it either easy.
Ooh, y'all making it pretty now. You just get those trainer wheels right on off, and now you know how to talk. These are training wheels. You don't always use those robotic phrases because then
Okay.
Right.
you know how to deal. I love it,
Thank you. That's how
Orlando.
Orlando.
So, anyways, I was gonna show everybody who is watching just how it looks to walk up this stairway, and I'm gonna show you guys where we're going tonight. So, as I told you, we always start with venting. That's what they're talking about here, y'all. They're saying that they've been venting. Now they also know how to process their emotions. Now, tonight, I'm going to show them how to take ownership for their original vents, okay? And then the last step, of course, is gratitude, all right? So let's get into this. Tonight, we're moving to step 3, guys, up level ownership. So the first part of ownership is that you should know that ownership is about taking full responsibility for the creation of your damn life. Okay? Your life, you're going to take full ownership for what you vented about. And we'll do it tonight with what you vented about. All right? So ownership happens after you process, you know the root. You know whether it's pattern, proclivity, or potential. Now you're going to come back to your partner and set a container for ownership. Did y'all know venting is not the only container?
Mm.
No.
This is 5 more containers. 5. So you know how some people talk and say, this doesn't feel like a vent. It's not really a vent. Okay, what is it? Is it an authentic share? Is it ownership? Is it compassion? Is it a perspective container? I just want to share my perspective on something. That's a container.
Mm.
So tonight we're going to learn the ownership container. So
Okay.
all you're going to do is think about what you vented to him about and pull out one trigger. So do that in your mind right now, Jamila. One trigger that you vented to him about.
Oh, one of my triggers that I vented to him about.
No, when you're
Mhm.
Oh, from what I just said.
Yep, pull a trigger from the vent you did there in Costa Rica.
Okay. Okay.
All right. What is the trigger?
I have a trigger with feeling like things are imbalanced or unfair.
All right. She feels like things are imbalanced or unfair. Is that a pattern, a proclivity, or a potential when you process it?
Um, a pattern.
Where'd it come from?
I just think maybe being a woman.
Yeah. How about that? How about that shit from
Having
birth?
a vagina.
Having a vagina makes the world unfair in the West, in the patriarchy.
Yeah,
Because boys can be fucking from the time they're young. They can be doing this to it. But if you're a girl, you a freak. You a this. You a hoe. Ain't
exactly.
nobody's gonna stay with you. Yes. All right. So that's the pattern. So now that you know where it came from, and you know that it's within you, that feeling of things being unfair is within you. You learned it.
hmm
You believe it, right?
hmm
You believe in it?
Do I believe that things are unfair because I have a vagina? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So then what you believe, you bring into what?
Reality.
Yes. So now you know you created the whole situation, right?
Right, right.
All right. So now you're going to come back to him to take ownership. All you're going to do is ask him if you can set a container for ownership.
Can I set a container for ownership?
Yes, you may.
So you'll let him know I'm ready to take some ownership about that vent I did about our threesome.
Foursome.
I'm ready to take ownership about that threesome that I mentioned.
Foursome.
Foursome that I mentioned.
Okay.
All right. And so you'll let him know that now you realize how you created that situation.
I realized that I created that situation by always considering the worst case scenario based in, yes, some reality and possibility's sake, but also through probably fear and paranoia.
Yep. And my belief, that's a fear and a paranoia that you hold on to. You think what you believe about women and being unfair is real. You think it's real.
Mhm.
Let him know that.
I do think
And
it's real. It is real.
well, it's your belief.
Mhm.
You can't really say it's real because I'm a woman in the USA and I don't give a fuck. So it's not, if it's real, that means everybody on the whole planet experiences it.
Okay. But if you don't
So
give a
it,
fuck, you're not experiencing it.
no, I remember it, but I've released the fear of judgment.
Mhm.
I've released the fear of what anybody think about what I'm doing.
Mhm.
You are yet to do that, right?
It's not so much about me releasing the fear about what anybody thinks about what I'm doing. I don't give a fuck about what anybody thinks about what I'm doing. I think I'm releasing the fear of um, if I do this, will will it create some type where
Sorry.
will it create some type of imbalance and unfairness in the dynamic of our relationship? If I give you permission to smash my friend potentially as a result of me allowing you this freedom and to step over this platonic boundary to sexual interaction, is there a possibility that in the future it will create imbalance in
I will
our
take advantage of this
you'll take
situation.
advantage of this situation and of this freedom?
Okay. So that is a fear of him taking advantage of the freedom. Will he go too far? That's the trigger.
Yeah. Or
All right.
anyone in this situation per se. Am I allowing too much freedom to give someone the opportunity to overstep a boundary of trust because I've let them get very close to the median?
Okay. So that's a whole different trigger.
Oh,
The
okay.
trigger is not
Okay,
unfairness,
it's safety.
safety. So you felt like you may not be safe if you shared your partner with another woman.
Yes.
Okay. So that is pattern, proclivity, or potential.
Pattern.
All right. When's the first time you experienced that exact same feeling of not feeling safe sharing your things?
I
Your
I think distrust for men overstepping boundaries probably comes from my father and my parents' relationship and hearing about cheating and disloyal and lying for many, many, many years growing up.
good. Now you're ready to take ownership. Go to him and say, "Hey, can I set a container for ownership?"
Hi, can I set a container for ownership?
Yes, you can.
Thanks.
Let him know I want to 100% own that what I vented to you about with the foursome, that was all about my patterns and my fear and watching my father and learn and believing that this is what men do, that things get messed up with sharing men and with men doing whatever they want to do. Hmm.
I want to share that my vent was mostly, I want to take ownership for my vent, that my fears were based in my experience seeing my father be dishonest and uh, cheating. And that fear has nothing to do with you personally, but it's been a very real, a realistic result of, I don't know, sharing or giving someone too much space or freedom. And that is where it stems from.
Awesome. Now share your plan of action and what you're going to do to disarm that fear.
Me?
Yes, it's your fear.
Mm. He's not going to do
You're
something
like,
about it.
you're
It's
like,
me.
he's supposed to do.
Present your case.
Okay, tell me what you're
You
going
can
to
do
do
for
about
me.
me.
Tell us what you're going to do to disarm your fear and to
um,
release that pattern.
acknowledge and own that I have no control over anyone else outside of myself. And it's
About some,
I
what about
can't tap.
what about some EFT?
Some EFT, some meditation, some lacing to be clear about the roots and how it's presenting itself in my current life, even things from childhood.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Now, tell her thank you for sharing
Thank you for sharing your ownership.
and ask what type of feedback would she like.
What type of feedback would you like?
Feedback is different from support. So
Okay.
for feedback, you can ask for open-ended questions for him to ask you or for you to ask him. You can ask him to give his authentic share. You can ask him to take some ownership on something. You can ask him to give you some compassion. What do you want?
What's your authentic? Do you have an authentic share based on what I said, my event?
Um, yeah, I can give you an authentic share from my point of view about this, man. Um, I can understand where your fear stems from. I've also grew up in a space where I was around a cheating parent, where my dad was also cheating. So it makes it hard for me to um, also freely like just be open to certain things because I have like some reservations about, is this person going to take certain advantages too far and then be disloyal and to be dishonest to me as well. So like within my authentic share responding to you, I can offer some empathy because I can understand exactly what you're going through. And once again, offers you some reassurance to let you know that I, on my end, I'm not one of the people that you'll have to worry about post foursome because I know how I feel about you and I know and empathize and feel exactly the things that you've been through with your pattern and your pattern triggers. So I don't want you to then trust me less and or experience anything that you've witnessed before in your childhood. So I don't want you to experience that. So I don't want to give that off to you. So I know I will be very honest and loyal to you post foursome.
Thank you for sharing.
You're
All
welcome.
right, good. And we're not asking her what level she's at because she's not venting. She just was taking some ownership. So you can ask her, do you want any more feedback? So you good.
Do you want any more feedback or you cool?
What was the other one? It was
Open-ended question.
Authentic share, perspective share, open-ended questions, and ask him to take ownership on something.
can I take ownership on something?
Yeah, what would you like me to take
I
ownership
have
on?
to tell you.
Well, it will be anything he wants because you can't force him to take ownership on anything. But
Oh,
you
Okay.
could
yeah.
just say, "Is there anything you'd like to take ownership of?"
Is
And
there
if she,
anything you'd like to take ownership of?
Um, I can take in this situation, I can take ownership of um I could take ownership of actions that I've done in the past that might have made you now second guess or question doing anything in the future. I know I haven't like cheated on you or anything like that, but I can see how I could possibly have done things better in the past that cannot have fractured thinly like your trust for me so that you wouldn't even be thinking about these things currently.
awesome with ownership, you say what you're going to do about how you're going to remedy your feeling that you haven't held up or that you've splintered her trust because we know that's not true. But how are you going to remedy that feeling that she may not trust you or you've done something? You got to remedy that feeling.
Um, how am I
You're
gonna
not going
remember
to find
that?
answers.
Oh
He's
my
What
God.
did
already,
you say?
he's
No,
already,
I couldn't remember the pattern, placivity, or thing remedies. I was trying to think of the remedies.
Yeah,
Um,
because this
I'm
must be a pattern where you feel like, ooh, am I doing something wrong? Like, that sounds like childhood, always being on alert, somebody watching over you, you wanting to be perfect.
yeah. I'm gonna cord cut away from like these things that have happened in the past and be present in where we are now and the trust and love that we have for each other right now, and not move on like past fears.
Wonderful. I'll tell him thank you for sharing. What type of feedback can I offer?
Thank you for sharing. What kind of feedback can I offer you?
Um,
Authentic share, perspective share, open-ended questions, or ownership.
I don't think there's any feedback you can offer me right now. But
Good.
but thank you for letting me express myself as well on the topic at hand.
You're welcome.
Yes. Is there any more feedback that I can help you or I can offer you right now?
No.
Thank you.
You all have done such a beautiful job. Now, last step, up level gratitude. You're going to thank him for triggering you because now you get to dig out that ill belief. You didn't even know it was there. You really believe men are this way? You about to get rid of that.
Thank you for triggering this response so that I could have this deep inner standing and perspective of my triggers and the roots of those triggers.
Mhm. And I helped you clean out that guilt.
I'm so grateful. Thanks for making fun of me this morning.
So you can know that men are not all bad.
Oh, right.
So why don't you practice an up level gratitude as well? It's the final step. This is the higher self speaking.
Yeah. Thank you for triggering me. Thank you for making me realize that I don't need to move within fear. Um, for realizing that our relationship is much different than my parents, and the things that make us successful are much different, and things that make us have our hindrances are much different, and that we can pay attention to and build and up level and create something that's way more beautiful than we both experienced from our parents. So thank you for triggering me and making me better and cleaning out that gunk that's in me, because um witnessing a fearful relationship growing up doesn't mean my relationship has to be fearful.
How does it feel, y'all? Y'all at the end of the yellow brick road, the end of the rainbow, the pot of gold.
Yeah.
It feels good. It feels good.
That's up level gratitude. So that's when you go through the whole spectrum of events, that's where you end up.
Yeah. It's good to see even how it's real life applicable, like going through the practice. And then when it comes up, I can feel the difference between how I felt in my chest when we have arguments before and how I felt in my chest when things will come up right now, and just knowing how to navigate through them.
Oh, Orlando, thank you so much for saying that. Thank you all so much for showing the world this system a little bit. I really appreciate you being here. Now, do your lacing. You got your lacing, put it on your phone. You have it forever. Come on, we're going to keep the generations flowing with this. Get the children, let's get the girls, let's get you understand, your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I appreciate y'all being here. I have nothing else. If you have no more questions or anything you want to share, we'll see you guys next week.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Next week. See you.
All right. Ciao. Bye, YouTube.
Ciao. Bye.
La 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 like this.